This is the bonefish made for chopped pepper fish heads, also called fresh bonefish. Everyone knows that although lianyang is the last two of the four major domestic fish, but fish is really hard to say. Not only does it smell fishy, and there are many small thorns. Sometimes it doesn't have to be someone who wants it. Although fish is not delicious. But yongyu head and even the fish brisket are top grade. The well-known Hunan dish, chopped pepper fish head, is made of yong fish head. So in order to breed more efficiently, Shunde Aquatic Products Technology Extension Station uses a method of sub-low temperature physics. It has cultivated a shortened version of this size. That is only 1/2 of the normal size. It's just that this kind of company that only grows horizontally is not as popular as everyone imagined, so it hasn't been widely promoted. Very few people have seen, on the contrary. It is a naturally mutated, deformed fish, that is, fresh bonefish in the population of Guangdong is more popular. Regular fishermen may have also encountered this fish with a big head, but the body is very thin or curved lianyang, however. Most people will find it unsightly and choose to release it. In fact, this is the so-called fresh bonefish. This is what many people laugh at and say that they have to eat when selling houses and land. Horses have fish, which is also called five fish. It is also the first fish in the south China Sea in 152. Hongshan Sanbin Sima Reef, as the saying goes. The scientific name for fishing is Sijimaba. It is a kind of Chinese materia medica that has been recorded in many values, and it has been listed as an endangered carnivorous marine fish by Animal Protection organizations in many countries, mainly distributed in the western part of the Indian and Pacific Oceans and Fujian in our country, Zhejiang and other coastal areas. Although five fish are marine fish, but it can also survive in fresh water, because this is a fish that likes to be clean, rarely in groups. So the number of catches is relatively small. This is also the reason why the larger the wild five fish, the more expensive they are. However, five fish can be farmed artificially. There are farms in Fujian and Guangdong. Horses with delicious meat have high fish fat content, far more than the average fish, so some people may find it a little tiresome. It is suitable to use some sour plums or winter vegetables to steam these greasy ones together. If made into salted fish, the value is directly doubled. The salted fish turned over and thought it was a joke. What I didn't expect to say is that this horse has fish. This is the freshwater baichang fish that was once a hit, but suddenly disappeared. Although his name is Danshui baichang, actually he has nothing to do with chankei. His scientific name is short cover drama. It's a carnivorous, omnivorous fish native to the Amazon basin, and the infamous piranha are brothers, with the same indestructible teeth, can easily bite off a human finger. Those who fish regularly probably know it well. As long as you encounter this freshwater white prostitute, forget the tangent, the hook can be bitten directly. The reason why it was able to explode in the past. I can't lift my head over the four major domestic fish and tilapia. The main reason is that the growth rate of freshwater white intestines is very fast. It's not very technically difficult to farm, so the price is relatively close to the people. About half the size of a grass carp. And it's not that bad. Similar to tilapia, only big bones, no spines. I still remember when I was a child. His name was Kang Yu later. Screaming became the names of Bai Chang and Hong Chang. Come and go quickly. It used to be a household name. But now it can't be seen if you want to eat it. The reason why freshwater baichang will disappear, in fact, it has something to do with people's standard of living. There used to be some, just eat it, don't be picky. Now that the level has improved, it will naturally not be cheap. The barn fish is interested again. This is the oxtail fish that looks like yellow spicy diced fish and catfish. In fact, this is a wild fish native to the Wusuli River in Heilongjiang. The scientific name is usarimi. It looks very similar to huangla ding, but it's a lot bigger. And the body is getting slender and slender like a cow's tail. 1/2 meter long and only weighs more than a catty. So I gave him a very figurative name, oxtail. Although the cowtail fish doesn't look very delicious. Tastes like sea catfish. The meat is soft, garlic clove type with delicate taste. Suitable for stewing or cooking with tofu. As soon as the pot of soup boils, no need to lift the lid. The fresh fragrance comes to the nose. The price is also much more expensive than yellow spicy ding. It also takes 21 catties to breed. However, oxtail fish are generally more common in the north. There are also many in the south. Especially in the southwest, however, many people do not recognize the cow's tail and regard it as malnourished, yellow, and spicy. There are also many people who are more disgusted with fish without scales. Think it's not even catfish. Only huangla ding and oxtail can change people who think this way. This is the unique mandarin fish in our country. It smells bad and tastes good. The top brand of huizhou vegetable. Smelly mandarin is made with it. Mandarin fish is a kind of sauce fish widely distributed in our country because it feeds on work all its life. Otherwise, even if you starve to death, you won't eat other bait. Specializing in eating other fish, Xiaogui eats small fish, eat big fish. Even the small carp and crucian carp couldn't escape his mouth. So it's a negative for other fish in the same area. It was once thought to be harmful to fish, however, because the meat of mandarin is very delicious and tender. After it was spread, not yet. Wild mandarin are rare due to overfishing. In order to meet market demand, we can only find ways to breed. But because mandarin only eats live bait, so the cost is very high, although later Guangxi domesticated the mandarin fish for feed, but again, the survival rate is problematic. The character of his own mouth and plenty of food and clothing is also destined that the osmanthus will not be docile. Those who fish often know the temperament of the mandarin fish is very withdrawn and not gregarious, often acting alone even if you catch it. It's only one or two. Due to the habit of bamboo, it is still very easy to fish with Luya's fishing method.